going on? So today I'm going to do a little bit more cleanup. Also going to be running the brake lines. When I first got the car, the front passenger side brake line was already run. I have to run the front driver's side, and then I have to run a line from the master back to the little hydro e-brake setup, and then back to both rear calipers. And then I have to bleed the brakes just to make sure there's no leaky connections. Hopefully the bleeder screws are not seized. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, gotta get the car jacked up, wheels off, start bending, see what I'm working with. Alright, let's see what we're working with. Take off the two lug nuts. Yeah, there's. Doesn't look bad. Everything's pretty crusty. It's what happens when a car sits around for fucking forever. Alright. So we already got braided stainless brake lines. Just have to connect that to up top. Just gotta find the best route. Alright, so we're gonna flare our first brake line. First thing you have to do before you do anything else, put the brake nut on the line before you flare it. If you do that and then you fuck up, there goes your perfect flare. The next thing, get it set up in the press. For the kit I have, there's certain tools to make sure that you have the right height of the proper flare. You get in there, you tighten this sumbitch down. My stuff that I'm doing right now is 3/16. So you tighten that down. Put the adapter in the actual line itself, and then next thing I'm going to do is use this to press it down to do the initial flare. To do a double flare, after this process, you just take this piece out and then reflare it. See if I do it correctly on the first try. Usually pretty doubtful. See how this goes. See if I fucked up. Looks good, so I'm going to continue on with the double flare to complete it. Just get that centered in the hole where you took the adapter out. And you just tighten it down again. Oh, by the way, I'm using copper nickel brake line. Stuff is amazing. It won't rot, won't rust, nothing. I prefer it more than the coated armored stuff, personally. That's just me. This is very easy to bend, form into pretty much any location that you need. And in New England, It's a big thing that doesn't fucking rot out. Because that's all we do around here is rot shit. And that flare is amazing. Cool beans. Alright, so now I'm going to bend it, get it kind of formed in there. Cut it off to whatever length I think I need to get it at, and then I flare the other one in place. So, yeah. So according to my guesstimation, this is the shape it needs to be for up here, going down bottom to the brake line. So we'll see how close it is. Thanks to the wonderful magic of editing, it is in. It's pretty good. I got it zip tied to the factory thing right there. I just have to bend it and then get it between the body and the control arm so it comes out right here, because this is going to be like that, so it just has to go through here and then right there. Technically it's factory mounting points, so that's a plus. They put the brake lines there because nothing usually hits them, and that is my game plan. So see how that goes, I guess. I got the brake line down in place where it should be. I trimmed it just a little bit more, so it's the correct length now, and I secured the brake hose in place with space age zip ties. This will be replaced with the proper metal hardware, little horseshoes that slide in, keep them locked in place. I am going to flare this right now. Hopefully I don't fuck it up, because it's kind of like a one-shot thing. So we will see how this goes. Got it all flared. There's a little bit of wiggle room. I'm going to fasten these down with some metal hold downs after the fact, after I make sure everything's bled okay. But as you can see, this side, good. Now I will try to start on the rear. I don't have enough brake line nuts to do everything because I didn't realize that this front one actually wasn't hooked up. So that did take away from it. So I'm going to go from the master to the I'm not going to hook up the hydro in line right now, I don't think. I just want to get everything plumbed in from front to back, and then I can splice that in easily anytime. So I guess I'll start on doing the one through the firewall now. I'm glad I popped off the passenger side to check it out, because that one wasn't done either. It was just put in place and then just left. So I'll flare that up real quick, and then I'll start on the one through the firewall. So I got the same treatment, got it flared. I got to mold it better along here, but this one's also going to get the metal hold downs drilled into this, probably right here. A little bit better bend on that. Let's see. I have to remold this, but there's enough room, there's enough play, should be fine. But yeah, and after the back, I have to do it from the master, come up along here, choose one of these holes, maybe this hole over here. Haven't decided, but what I have to do is come through the firewall. I'm probably going to come through the center along here, because if I do splice that in, I'll be able to do it right here. I'm going to come through the firewall, along the tunnel, come maybe all the way back, and then come along here, and then up that way, just in case if I throw anything back here when I'm moving stuff around, like toolboxes, whatever, for events, the lines themselves won't be compromised. So I'll do that, and later on when I get around to it, I can plumb this in if I want. This is just a cheap eBay hydro setup hooked to a good Willwood, but probably going to do away with the cheap chintzy aluminum $30 or $40 eBay hydro setup for a better one, probably with a longer shaft to grab onto, because you know, guys love grabbing on, you know, big shafts. So let's see. Enough of that. I guess I'll get back to the brake lines. So I got the line run through the firewall. I gotta straighten these out so they're prettier, and then I'm going to wire loom them. But I got that guy going through there. I got it bent up with some slack, and then I have some metal straps going all the way to the back. It's right here. I'm going to cut it here, and then I'm going to have my split right here that goes to each side. But I am running out of brake line nuts, like I mentioned earlier. So I think right now might be a good stopping point. And then I'll finish this up tomorrow after I go to the store and get some more stuff. I might also be running out of the copper nickel line. I don't have any more. The thing that sucks about the copper nickel is I can only get that in the 25-foot spools. So I gotta figure out what I want to do with that. I might just do the coated metal branching off to each end. I might just suck it up and buy another spool. I don't know what I'm going to do. But this is it for today. I got both front brake hoses buttoned up to the lines, and I got the main section coming through. Not really in the way of anything, so it should be fine, should be safe. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to cover it all in wire loom for all the exposed areas. But should be it. If you're still watching, thanks for watching. I'll have more things coming tomorrow. Hopefully finishing that up and actually bleeding the brakes. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks. Bye.